What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Scythe and Tigron back again for another Cube World. Let's play this alpha game together, because this game is an alpha. I didn't really get to do much since yesterday's episode, so yeah, I didn't get to level up or anything, but I figured we'd tackle a couple other things today. So what I did do off camera is I went to the shop and I sold all of the gear and stuff that we ended up getting. We didn't get anything new. We've got this shabby wood staff, but we already started with that, or maybe I think we found that in episode 1 already, and we just needed to have enough power, so we needed to level up to use it, and now we can use it. And we're going to get some bombs too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in case. I already bought a couple of bombs that we should have. Yeah, we got 15 right now, so oh. And I got some blueprints to sell too, because that's for a warrior and that's for a rogue, so we don't need any of that crap. Pet food, licorice candy, and waffles. Okay, well, anyway, that's pretty much it as far as the stuff that I've done off camera. So let's see. I want to see if we can get a pet today. We don't really have that much pet food to offer these little dudes, but hopefully it'll be enough. Now what you do is you take your pet food, whatever it is, and you put it down the pet section, and oh! We got him! We got a dog! We got a dog! We got a dog! We got a dog! I'm gonna take a screenshot now. I'll probably end up taking a better screenshot, but ooh! See, so now he consumed that food, and what's replaced by the food is this pet cage thing. You can have as many cages as you want, or pets, I guess. So if we had another waffle, we could put it in there, go get another terrier, and then we would get a second cage. Now, the pet system actually works very, very well in this episode. It works very well in this game, surprisingly. Because as you can see right here, pet, terrier, level 2, XP 0 out of 97, and he's rideable. But I don't think we'll be able to get that for a long time because, well, it's going to take a long time until we can actually get, like, our riding ability, because we would need, I think, 3 more levels, because we only have Pet Mastery level 1, and you need Pet Mastery to be at level 5 before you can get riding. Ooh, 1 sec. Alright. Now, what else can we do? Now, you can only have 1 pet out at a time, because it takes this slot right here. And he's rideable, so as soon as you end up getting, oops, I didn't want to turn our health bars on. As soon as you end up getting this riding skill, you just go up to him, and I think you just press R or E or one of the buttons that just ends up working, and you can start riding him. But we're not going to have that for a while, as I said. Leveling them, it kind of works the same as when you fight monsters and stuff, where it's like, ooh, a heart flower, where it's like, he'll gain experience so long as he's in the vicinity, and just pretty much so long as he's equipped, because, you know, it doesn't seem to affect the game very much. It's the same as if you were playing with other people in multiplayer, I'm sure, where he's just in the vicinity, so he could end up doing 0 damage to an enemy, which hopefully we're gonna find one right now. That's what I'm looking for. He could end up doing 0 damage to the enemy and we just kill it all by ourselves, but he would still end up getting the experience, which is great. I think that's a really good system. And see there? He started attacking the plant. That's awesome. And oh, there we go. There's an owl over there. Okay. And he doesn't level up by the plants, of course. And I don't know what this is. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water bombs. Oh, there's a dwarf, and he's a good guy. I don't know what those are. Honestly, like, straight up, I have absolutely no clue what those are. But I'm sure we'll end up figuring that out later. Maybe I'll check the wiki or something. I want to, before we end up killing this thing, I want to see if he likes black licorice. No, he doesn't. Okay. Now, our dog is going to attack, and he's going to be pretty good, because as far as I can tell, the pets actually attack pretty decent. They don't... It's not like he's going to kill something all on his lonesome, but it's added DPS, and if you're ever in a jam, you can do it, although it is a little bit complicated, or not complicated, it's just tricky to do. But it's like if you get him to attack the enemy long enough, he'll eventually take the aggro off you, and then the monster will be attacking him, instead of you. Alright, I'm rejuvenated. Do we have anything to cook? What the? Oh, that's weird. We still had our item in our inventory. Oh, we got a lot of things to cook. Oh my goodness. We got 50 pumpkin mushrooms. That's another thing that I gotta explain. Crafting recipes, you can find blueprints to craft stuff. Yes. But you can also get them just organically by leveling. Like, we didn't have the ability to craft pumpkin mushrooms, but now we can. Pumpkin muffins, not pumpkin mushrooms. I don't know why I keep calling it that. But yeah. So, and if your pet ends up dying, that's one thing I gotta say. You don't have to worry, because the way that the pets work is they just kind of stay dead for a certain amount of time before they respawn. So I think that that system is actually really, really awesome, the way that it works and stuff. We're going to deal with a couple more things in today's episode. I don't think we're going to tackle with customization of weapons yet, because we don't really have anything worthwhile. We haven't adventured enough. I haven't done enough adventuring off camera. I'm going to go help this person over here that's fighting crows, by the way. And then, oh, we've already been to this hill and stuff. This is the place where we were at the dungeon. We will end up revisiting that dungeon. We will revisit it eventually. But, yeah, not until we're strong enough. Because if you missed yesterday's episode, I got a little bit frustrated. Because we ended up going to a snow castle. And although it says that it's blue, which, by the way, if it says it in blue text, that means it should be a cakewalk. And if it's red text, it should be danger. But we ended up going there, and it was very difficult. The monsters were spawning faster than we could kill them. So we didn't end up clearing that place out. But yeah. So the pet will just respawn, which is very handy and very nice. And by the way, when you're riding them, what is it? The first level is 109.09%. So basically that means if we were riding him, we would be 9.09% faster walking speed. And that goes up gradually as you level it up, and it goes up pretty well, I gotta say. Now, what else could we tackle in this episode? Do you guys want to tackle crafting in this episode as well? Not like custom weapons and stuff, but I think, let me see. How much silk do we got? Oh, we only got one cotton. Oh, we got 21 cobwebs. Okay, then I'm going to go right back into town, and I'm going to fight everything along the way. And then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how you can craft equipment and stuff, and we'll do that in today's episode. Wahoo! I ended up getting us back to like 50 pumpkins, because there was a pumpkin field that was handy and nearby. Now, I've zoomed in the map. And I want to show you guys this too. I didn't really touch upon this in any of the other episodes, but it's okay. It's okay. It's better late than never, right? If you zoom in enough, this text right here, I don't think you'll be able to make it out on YouTube. But right now we're in the crafting district, and then over here is the pet district. That's where if you end up having pet food, you go over there and you start feeding them all the pet food and stuff. And the adventurers district is where you spend, because this is that tower where you spend your platinum coins, which you end up getting from dungeons. I already explained that. Which we haven't gotten any yet, because we never got to actually beat that boss. But also in the Adventurers District is where they have those guys that let you re-roll your stats and switch to the other skill tree. And then there's the Trade District, which is self-explanatory. But right now, we're going to deal with this crafting area. So here's how it works. Okay, right now we only seem to be in the vicinity of right here. You can kind of make it out. It's a little difficult for me even now, like playing the game. But that is an anvil. And then over here is a pair of scissors. And yeah, see the anvil right here? So they got quite a few things. If we ended up going into any mines, which we haven't found any yet, surprisingly, like caves and stuff, they're not very big, but they're fairly small. But you would go here to this furnace, and then you would use this, and then let's just say we had some iron cubes. You click that, and you gotta smelt them in the furnace, right? Right. Okay. And then this anvil, I think I may have already touched upon this a little bit in the other episode. The way the anvil works is it can only deal with metal things. So like this dusty gold bracelet plus 5 that we could make, we would have to make it here. That is a mage weapon. The anvil, for the most part, we're probably never going to touch on this character because I'm not going to use these gold bracelets, and our armor is actually, like, it requires cloth rather than metal. But you could eventually make accessories at it, maybe. I haven't really ran into any yet. But primarily, this anvil is for, like, a warrior and stuff. Because, you know, a warrior would end up going over there to make a lot of his metal stuff. Right? Right? You understand? Oh, my frame rate's going a little bit bonkers right now. Sorry about that. But it's kind of, I guess it's kind of reloading all this stuff because I've never been in this area. But, okay. Here is a spinning wheel. And the way that a spinning wheel works is you use the silk, or not the silk yarn, you use the cobwebs, which we found out in the field, and you get them from plants, and you use this spinning wheel to turn it into silk, or silk yarn, as the game calls it. And thankfully, right now, we've actually got quite a bit. That sound effect, if you ever hear it go ding, means that you have a chance. I don't know if there's any way to actually improve it or anything, but for the most part right now we're just getting 1 for 1. 1 cobweb equals 1 silk yarn, but every now and then there's a chance where you can get this. You received 2 silk yarn. So you can end up getting 2. I've actually gotten even 5 at once sometimes. So you can actually end up pretty lucky as far as that stuff goes. But now we have some silk. And then you go over to this loom, because there seems to be 2 crafting things per building here, per crafting building. Anyway, the loom is what we use for the mage's armor. Because, yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. That would take 8 of ours, and we could get ourselves some new clothes or some boots. We're going to get ourselves the clothes. That's going to take pretty much all of our silk. We only have like 3 left, and incidentally we need 8 for these boots. But oh, we're gonna be looking badass. We're gonna be looking cool. Where is it? Yeah, now we're looking like a mage. Oh man, this is awesome. This is fantastic. I'm gonna take another screenshot here. Okay, what are we gonna name this guy? I'm not sure. Terrier. Let's name him Box. We shall call him Box. For everything in this game has to be some kind of a pixel pun. And a box is what a pixel kind of looks like. But anyway, okay, is there any more crafting things over here? No, but there's over here. You can't really make it out. It's a little bit tricky, especially with this map. I find this map is a little bit tricky, but it still functions, right? Over here. Now it doesn't even look like a saw. It's weird, but that's supposed to be a saw. It's supposed to be a picture of a saw. Yeah. This is like the sawmill. And over here you got the saw and the workbench. And the way that this works is the saw you end up using on wood. Which we've got 9 wooden logs. We get those from trees and stuff that we've been cutting down. And then we turn it into wood cubes. Wood cubes are what we will use, because we're a mage, primarily to make our customizing weapons better. But we'll deal with that in another episode, because today I don't really want to deal with customizing a weapon yet, just because... Well, should we deal with it? Should we do customization as well? Then we've pretty much covered anything and can start our adventure. Because then we got like all of our, you know... I don't know what a workbench is for just yet, honestly. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some kind of a material or something that we could use it for. But honestly, I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, we still actually got plenty of time in this episode. So where is... Okay, there's the anvil, which looks like a glove to me. It always looks like a glove. Let's customize our weapon today. Let's customize our weapon so that I can show you that, and then pretty much this whole game, like then for the most part, that's actually going to be a lot of the explaining part of the game is going to be out of the way, and we can just start adventuring and stuff, which means that it's going to become a lot of work for me. Oh, excuse me, because that's a lot of stuff that we do off camera. Now, over by the anvil, here is the customization bench for your weapons. I'm going to zoom the map out a little bit just so it's a little less intrusive. Now, this thing takes a little bit to get used to, but it's very easy, trust me. Now, what we want to customize is, first of all, I want to see, can you customize equipment? No, you can't. You can only customize your weapon. So we just right click on our weapon. This is the one that we're using. And here it is, bada beep, bada boop, we got a stick. And up here in the top left, it will show you your wood cubes, or sometimes you'll get spirit cubes. And the way that those work is there will be like one of them will be like added fire damage, and then one of them's like cold damage, and then I think there's like wind damage, or there's another one, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. I forget. But yeah, right now we only have the wooden cubes. For each wooden cube that we put into this weapon or onto it, our weapon is going to get very, very slightly stronger. And here's the biggest tip that I gotta tell you guys. If you want to rotate your weapon, you'll find that none of the clicks and buttons and stuff work. But use the middle click. Dun, 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 dun. And now we can move it and turn it and stuff, and it's all cool. And we can customize it. You click on the black, that was brick and block at the same time. You click on it, and now we're using it. We have 11 to use. And you can still use the right click to turn it and stuff. And you just kind of put the blocks there, you know, anywhere that you want to put them. So let's see if we can make something a little bit decent. We don't really have that much blocks to deal with right now. So I don't know how cool we can actually make this. That doesn't even look cool. Oh well. But yeah. And then we got one wood block left. I'm just going to right click to get rid of it. Just because we want to... Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make something at least half decent, right? It looks okay. But it's very... Let's use our last block. Let's just put it right there. And then we'll take this block and put it right at the tippy-toppy. So that at least it kind of fits with the stick, even though it's a completely different color than the stick. Now, this is awesome because eventually as you start getting more and more blocks and stuff, you can start not only making your weapon stronger, but you can make it a lot more elaborate. As far as I know, you can't take the blocks off of a weapon, so you want to be careful of that. But now, as you can barely see how our staff is a little bit longer? Like, here, let me just pull it out right here. It's actually a little bit, it's actually a lot longer. I didn't know that that was the front of the weapon. But yeah, the customization blocks actually show up on it. So it could be really cool. Like, as far as a staff is concerned, it's going to be a little bit tricky for me. You know, you kind of got to use your imagination, but it requires a lot of blocks in order to actually use your imagination. Because, honestly, I think it would be a lot more straightforward to customize a sword with, you know, some other blades and stuff like that. Like, it's like, I've already even made, like, swords in 3D programs a long time ago, so I think we would be doing a lot better if we had that. I want to see if we can get this pig. Does he like the candy? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, that's weapon customization, pets, and crafting. And honestly, I think that that's pretty much it as far as all of the tutorial stuff goes, everybody. Besides, like, running into, you know, like, hang gliding and swimming and stuff, but I haven't ran into those even while I played this game on my own time, let alone trying to do it in this series, because we need to get a lot of skill points in order to even do that. So, what should we do? I got plans for this series, I want to say. I think let's go for revenge. Let's go back to Asno Castle. I'll do a lot of that stuff off camera though. Like if I gotta level up a bit, I'll do that. So this is where the work comes in. This is where it becomes a lot of work for me because I mean, let me know if you want to see anything different. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna start making a lot more cuts and just trying to grab the things that I think are interesting and stuff. Like I'm not gonna be you know, it's like using my own discretion. Because, ooh, we can get this guy. Because I don't want to, you know, make the whole series like it's like, right now at this point, this game is alpha. So it's a little bit monotonous. I know that. But as I've said many times before, I absolutely love this game, like straight up. So, I mean, the stuff off camera isn't necessarily work. Because I'm going to be having a lot of fun doing it. Like, I love the combat, and I love even just walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. I absolutely love that in this game, like, straight up. And I wish we had someone else other than Box, but at least we have Box. I think he's going to be a vital asset when we go to the dungeon. But, now, one last thing I want to talk about before we teleport over to the dungeon there. Ooh, these guys are all red named. They got red text in their names, so we're going to avoid them. They're tough. Plus, I don't want them all to gang up on us, and then we would just die hardcore. You could probably take all those guys on if you were playing with a co-op buddy or something, which I wish I had. I wanna eventually, like right now it's very makeshift and stuff, but you can do you can do multiplayer like very easily. So I'm hoping to eventually start getting into that within, I don't know if it's going to be happening in this series, or maybe I'll have an alternate series running alongside it, or be like, all right, today we're going to be playing multiplayer before we go to the single player world. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see what happens, or maybe I'll just have like guests or something. It depends. I know I'm not a very big channel or anything like that, so I don't expect that much traffic on these videos. But anyway, the thing that I wanted to touch upon is that this series, one of the core plans that I want to make this a journey to the north. I want to travel as far north as we can and see if we can actually find the edge of the map. And if we can find the edge of the map, then from that point on, the series is going to take a turn, and I'm going to kind of be trying to explore as much of the map as possible, and just doing as many quests as possible, and just kind of beating this game as much as you can, even though it's an alpha build, right? Because I figure, you know, by the time we actually get to that stuff, who knows, there might end up being like a major update or an overhaul by then. Or hell, maybe the game will have a full release and be absolutely incredible by then. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. But right now, I'm going to teleport back over to the dungeon because we're only like halfway right now. God, I love this map. Isn't it cutesy and adorable? I just love this game. This game's awesome. If like straight up, I love this game. Thank you very much to the people that made it, because this game's great. Die, piggy! Die! I want some bacon tonight! Yum, 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 yum. Wow, this pig's got a lot of health. And he actually hurt us quite a bit, too. But I'm gonna go to the dungeon. If you guys want to see my dungeon foibles and failings, you can see that in episode 2, which is in the annotation in the top left hand corner of your screen. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I'm going to be skipping I'm going to be skipping a lot of the fights that are in the dungeon and stuff, you know. And hopefully the next time you see me, we're going to end up being I was talking in my sleep. Hopefully we're going to end up being like deeper in the dungeon than we were last time, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to take on the boss today and be able to kill him, because then we've got a lot of the tutorial and explaining stuff out of the way as far as this series goes, because, well, then we'll have our first platinum coin, and yeah, that'll be awesome. I'm sleeping. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the dungeon right now and fight everything along the way. Hi. Okay, so we leveled up in here again, and this place has so far been quite a pushover. Like, we're actually a lot stronger. And I just spent my experience points into Fire Explosion and Pet Mastery, and now I am learning them right there. But this right here, now in yesterday's episode, this is that spike room where I ended up getting the title card. That room. Yeah. And we were fighting a bunch of enemies down here and lured them up, and it was just way too much for us to handle. That was a vase, by the way. Remember I mentioned one of those in the other episode? But yeah. So it's actually been pretty easy. You know, I think I died maybe once, but that was just because of the beginning area where it's just so difficult. That guy's the boss right there. We don't want to fight him yet. Or do we? Do we? I want to clear out a little bit more of this dungeon first. But you know what? We're on a time limit before those other enemies respawn. So let's just do this. I hope we can beat him instead of getting him to one hit and then having to redo him. Oh my god, he's big. He's big and beautiful, but he's big. Uh-oh, he's a mage. Is he a mage? What's going on? Our poor dog took the aggro from him. This guy's got a lot of health. Holy crap. Orku, the orc. He's got a unique name and everything. Oh no, you don't? No one is allowed to kill Box, only me! Alright, we knocked him down before he got his next move. Ah! Alright, so far this guy seems to be... he seems to be pretty easy, but I'm not gonna say anything yet, because thankfully we haven't let him hit us once. Oh god. Ah! That's a good dog! We gotta try and keep Box alive, though, because he's actually being a very good asset right now, because he keeps taking the aggro off us. Oh, he's dead. Box is down. Okay. Ha! Come on. Come on. He's doing that weird attack of his again. Let's knock him down, thankfully. Okay, we got him at half health. We got him at half health already. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing great, you guys. Holy crap. Also, I noticed... Hey, look. I've never found something like that before. I didn't know that you could actually go to one of those desks. We found a health potion on it. So that means when you see those... Oh, we didn't get the stun attack. I don't want to get hit by that thing. I swear it's gonna, like, one-hit me. Okay, we missed. He missed. Okay, he hurts a decent amount. He hits us, like, 30. Which is pretty good, because we only have, like, 260 health. So it would only take, like, maybe 10 hits or something like that. Which I guess is pretty good. Come on, give me an insta-cast, dang it. Stay away from me, you freak. Oh, frame rate's going crazy. I don't know why. But yeah, so you want, I guess, look at some of those cupboards and stuff, because that means you can actually find stuff in them. I didn't know that until now. That's the first item I actually found. Okay, we're doing good. So far, I think we're actually going to be able to take this guy out. Well, he's got a quarter health left. I'm not gonna start talking crap yet, because we are doing good, but it's because we haven't been hit. Like, he's barely hit us. Thankfully, he's actually a really slow character, but it looks like we're going to be able to take him. Oh god, but if stuff like that keeps happening, then I don't know. That's why I'm kind of aiming the camera down as much as possible, because I don't want it to go through the wall and end up screwing us over. Oh, he's almost dead. I think this will be the last hit. Yeah! And we got a wood staff too. Awesome, guys. We beat him. I probably should have got a title card fighting him, but I'll just label the title something about revenge. Oh, that was tough. And one of the biggest things I was worried about is I was worried that his minions were going to respawn in that room while we were mid-fighting him. That's kind of why I didn't want to lure him all the way to the entrance. Okay, so I gotta actually check those. But, okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So far for drops, this is all the drops within the dungeon. Not necessarily drops from him specifically, but we got popcorn, which is shaped like a honeycomb, or a bee's butt. So honestly, I think we probably end up using this popcorn on a bee. That's probably bee food. Oh, we got an unholy spirit +5. Now, what this does... Ooh, it's 2-starred, too. That's awesome. This is a thing that we put on our weapon to give it added damage. I'm going to have to check what the wiki says, because I'm not sure what unholy damage is. I know there's fire, ice, and then unholy is the third one. I'm not sure if there's 4. I think there's only 3. But yeah. Other than that, we got 1 potion. And here's all the drops. So we got a wooden staff, which already surpasses ours. That's a little bit too bad because of how we customized ours. But I actually like the looks of this one too, because look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's an awesome staff, man. That thing looks great. He's facing it the wrong way, but that looks great. Oh, man. Sorry about the darkness in this place too. This game does not handle darkness very well, so yeah, that's just kind of what happens. Anyway, what else do we get? We got some silver stuff. We got a ranger, rogue, ranger. We got some... Oh, we got some new gloves. We got some new gloves. We didn't have any gloves, so that's good. Warrior. That's a 1, so we don't even want that. Ranger. Shabby wood staff, not even good. Warrior, ranger. Ooh, shoulder pads. We've got dusty silk shoulder armor, and this is artless silk shoulder armor, and it seems to be weaker. It gives us a little bit more tempo, which, by the way, tempo is our attack speed, if I didn't explain that. There seems to be pretty much, there's your tempo or your crit, and that's pretty much all that equipment can give. Ranger. Okay, so far, we actually want to sell everything that we've ever gotten out of this dungeon, so I'm going to mark... Like, this is kind of how I deal with inventory management. I'm going to use this... Well, this ring stands out. I'm leaving this ring here so that anything after it is new equipment. And then so far, we're just going to be selling everything. But otherwise, we're going to be trying to clear up... It looks like there's a little bit more to this dungeon. Oh, there's another ogre. Did I aggro him? Perfect. Okay. I am confident now. Especially with this new staff of ours. We're going to do good. We're going to be just fine from here on out. That's why I was telling you, as soon as the mage starts getting magic powers, man, as soon as we start getting powerful as the mage, then things start kicking into high gear. The mage is a very worthy adversary. That doesn't mean that we're not going to end up running into stuff that's going to be trouble with a capital L for us, but, like, mages are still a lot of trouble. Like, the fact that we're actually getting damaged quite a bit right now. Oh, thank you, Box! Box saved our life! Stun attack! Aw. Oh, God. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! I'm not focusing right now. Oh, God. Okay. So we gotta heal up here. There seems to be quite a bit more to this dungeon. This might actually be the last room, and hopefully we can run into a chest, because that's one thing I wanted to show off in this episode before we end up calling it a day. But honestly, this has been a very productive episode. Like, straight up, even more so than the first one. And then I think after this episode, we're probably going to end up starting, like, I may end up grinding a little bit more, just to get... Ooh! We got a water mage to deal with. Those guys suck. I hate the water mages. They're always so powerful on us. Stun attack! Oh, thank goodness we can actually kill them nice and quick, though. This dungeon seems to be a little bit weak right now. Like, compared to what it was earlier. Like, these guys are actually blue text. But yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's the end of this dungeon. Alright. We did it. Actually, maybe I'll get the title card. Maybe I'll stand on top of the dungeon. I'll do that off camera, but maybe I'll stand on top of the castle with Box and just kind of, yeah. Okay, I guess we better heal up, because as we're leaving, we might end up running into some of the dudes. You know, some of the dudes. Like, did they respawn? Have they respawned yet? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Do enemies only respawn? I thought enemies respawned on a timer. Maybe, okay, so maybe, this is just speculation here because I don't know. But maybe enemies will only respawn once you've died. But they, like, are still on a respawning timer? If that makes any sense. Like, it's like, say you kill an enemy and they have a 5-minute clock. Maybe that clock, like, before they respawn. Maybe you have to die, because then the map resets itself, and then it takes 5 minutes for them to respawn. I wonder. I'm not exactly sure. I guess before we start wandering off, I'm going to have to hang out here and get a picture of us on the top of this place. I would love to get to the tippy top up there, but I don't think our climb skill is good enough. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, man, I love the climbing in this game. It's absolutely awesome, isn't it? Hup. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we can get... There's got to be something cool in the background we can get, right? Or is this cool enough? Let's turn off the health bars. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. All right, come here, Box. No, Box. No. I want that in the background, Box. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get a screenshot now. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. Isn't that awesome? Oh, my back. And then he just comes up and starts licking us up. Crazy Box dog. Okay. Well, you know what, guys? I think we're going to have to call it here for today's episode, which is actually perfect on timing. And then maybe before we start traveling way to the north, should we even... I think before we start traveling to the north, I want to get a lot of this plains area kind of under control. So in tomorrow's episode, I think we'll end up going over to this dungeon, because it looks like that's actually fairly near spawn, and we'll end up seeing if that's like a different themed place instead of a castle, right? Yeah. And then maybe we'll see, maybe we'll end up going to that dungeon as well and just get all these daily quests out of the way or something. I'm not exactly sure what we'll end up doing in tomorrow's episode other than going over there. We'll see, but otherwise the game is going to begin in tomorrow's episode and we're going to be exploring and stuff. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And there's not really that much else to explain, so there's going to be a lot more cuts, guys. There's going to be a lot more cuts unless someone tells me otherwise. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I think as soon as we start our adventure to the north, I'm going to be leaving most of it in, just like, even though we're just walking and stuff, because the environment can actually get really, really cool. And as I've said before, I think I've said it in the first episode, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I will mention it again in case there's anyone new to this series. This whole hilly valley area that we're in right now, this plains biome, is not all there is to this game. There's actually deserts, and you can go into, like, what do you call it, pyramids, and there's undead crypts, and there's snowy areas. You can even get camels. It's, like, all the pets and animals change based on the environment and biome that you're in. But anyway, I'm going to head to town. I'm going to take care of a couple things. I'm probably going to hunt a little bit before tomorrow's episode ends up starting. And yeah, so as always, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, everybody. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed playing it, because today was just a breeze. We're starting to get stronger as the mage. We're the best mage in the world. And we got Box. Isn't that awesome? We got so much done today. I can't even believe it. But yeah. If you enjoyed this episode all the way to the very end, please be sure to leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me and it really helps me out. And if you want to see more in this series, be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Sayonara and stay epic.
Your face